Okay, it's 6 o'clock. We'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. The Board of Public Works and Safety, April 10, 2023, here in Council Chamber. We will start the meeting with our roll call. Dan, please.
Dan Lipke, Board of Works and Public Safety.
Jason, City Attorney.
Justin Green, Mayor.
Salem, Court Treasurer.
Warren Jones, Board of Works of Public Works and Safety.
Audience, as you well know, we have no power. Power has been temporarily cut due to a fire at the substation on Old 60. The Duke techs have told the firehouse, fire department, within the hour to an hour and a half. Luckily, they do have the parts. It's getting mobilized and getting up here. So, let's make the best of the natural light and our temporary light, and we will proceed. Board, if you will start the agenda with the minutes of the meeting, March 13th, on pages 1 and 2.
Make a motion to accept the minutes of March 13th, 2023.
Motion made by Dan.
I'll second.
First, second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, same sign. Okay, the reports, you have your wastewater packet. Brandon is on assignment tonight, so he had nothing else to add. Said everything was in order. I will share with you, we had a car collision accident with our lift stations. Car versus lift station doesn't happen very often, but we did have one get hit the other day, and repairs were made quickly. And so that's a new one for us. I think the PD even had a hard time writing that one up, didn't he? Anyways, water department, you will see your report listed as well, and nothing new on that. Or anything answered on those two. Please, then, your utility adjustments, page 3 and 4.
I'll make a motion to accept the utility adjustments.
Correct, makes a motion to approve as presented.
I'll second that motion.
And seconds, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, same sign. Okay, project updates. I think the minutes reflected what we discussed, so nothing new going forward on that. For Board of Works, unfinished business, gentlemen, do you have anything you want to add?
No.
We will move on. New business, kind of one and the same. First, James. James, please. James, you come forward. We should have had you under the new business. James has got an update for us. He had applied for some grant dollars for the PD. Would you go ahead and explain how that went and where we're at?
Which grant? I guess.
The one awarded, and then go into the new one we're applying for.
Okay, so I just applied for a SAFE grant. It allows the officers to follow school buses, so if there's any aggressive driving, such as speeding, disregarding the stop arms, any infraction around school buses or school zones, where we enforce that. So the state has, I applied for $6,000 and got the full amount, so that's going to let the officers work on off duty to come in and do that. The second grant that I'm working on now is a state homeland security grant. It's going to let us allow us to use tools in our cars such as laptops and internet to be able to run people, be able to pull blueprints for the schools. That grant closes April 25th, and I'm waiting on a few more endorsement letters for that.
James has really took the bull by the horn, guys, and looking at some of the options that the PD can secure. And certainly with my blessing, he has been successful with the first one, and I think our conversations with some of the other departments on the Homeland Security grant, I think our chances are pretty good.
Yes, sir.
We have a similar system with the county sheriff's department, so county law enforcement is very complimentary of this program and software. Our EMS coordinator as well. Had conversations to include the fire department along with the Salem PD. So I think this is a very advantageous
It's
grant.
going to be a faster response time for the police department as well as the fire department. They're going to get all of the data right to their hands instead of trying to relay on dispatch. Of course, when they're busy, it takes a minute for them to relay that instead of on the computer. It's going to be a lot faster. So then the dispatch is able to track us as well. So that's a huge officer safety too. If they can't reach us, they know exactly where we're going to be at. So.
James, something also it helped paint the picture. This is a mobile system, so it also is a software sharing program within that mobile system. So you can see county officer input data. You might see another county over, 2 counties over. If there's certain shared data, sometimes that's also helpful then to your officer.
Absolutely, the state police, the sheriff's department, Scott County is thinking about going to the same system. So if they deal with a subject that has a mental illness and that we never dealt with them, they were going to put that data into the computer and it's going to let us view what they dealt with this mental or subject. So it's important information for us, and I'm hoping that we can kind of get the technology to kind of help with stuff like that.
And being mobile, that's digitized, so you have the capability of archiving all this. So it's
That's always at our fingertips. It's a useful tool for law enforcement. Like I said, if there's an active shooter or something, the ABLs, of course, dispatch is going to know where we're at. But when we get on scene, like the schools, they have the blueprint for the schools. So we can, when we get on scene, we can pull the blueprint. All right, here's how we get down this hallway.
very useful. And it would integrate even with some of our think map positioning. So you might even know, like tonight, you might even have some information the fire department would need, whether it becomes as far as utility locations, water lines.
And the think map it integrates with the fire department. So if they're en route to a fire and they need to know where a fire hydrant's at, they can look on the map and see, okay, the fire hydrant's going to be right here on the left, instead of trying to relay on dispatch for that. And sometimes it does take them a while to get them that data or the information.
Pretty good deal, guys. Appreciate your efforts. I know the other officers do too. I think Chief Mills is here. Chief, anything you want to add to that?
No, I think you covered it pretty well. So.
Great. Appreciate all your help. Good job, James. Okay, miscellaneous, please. Derek, I think you're here.
Yep, I'm sure I am.
Come on up, please. Give us an update on your scheduling for bike night.
Got right here.
Great.
Mr. Jones, here you go, sir.
Thank you.
Salem. Danny, thank you, sir. All right, so it's 2013 commences, or I'm sorry, 2023. 10 years ago. Trying to get a schedule, so you, instead of having to come back here every month, I wanted to lay out a schedule so I could put it out and we could put it out and something to plan that's well organized, well thought out, and you guys can see. In June, I thought about having a band. I already talked with you offline at the choir. I would come back in June and present that to you, so it's not some just road decision to do some function and not contact the city. So if that's the way I go in June, I would be back on the June council meeting. And but I just wanted to put the dates out there to go ahead and possibly get them done here tonight, so I wouldn't have to keep coming back. Sometimes it's hard to get here. Busy schedule.
You mean May the 27th, not March the 27th, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Good catch. Be going back tomorrow.
Go back a month. I have no problem with those dates. These are Saturdays, is that right?
Yes, sir. They're all Saturdays, and it's pretty much about the third week of every month. So just to kind of get in a ritual, not get in the way of the classic trucks or nothing like that, that park up there, so.
Do you, you brought that calendar up. Those are Friday nights, so.
They are. Yeah, the trucks are Friday night.
Chief, do you have any issues? Derek has done this last year, certainly, I think went just fine.
Yeah.
You still good with it?
Yes, sir, yeah.
Board, any thoughts? I think it would be advantageous to approve his dates. I think if he would like to pursue a band, go ahead and give him that authority and just let him just check back in with us on his progress.
Will do.
Is that good enough?
That's good to me.
Put that in motion, sirs.
Make a motion to commit Derek to have a lot of these 6 proposed dates for Bike Night on the Square.
I'll second.
Truck seconds, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, both same sign.
Right.
Get it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Gary.
Okay, and again, under miscellaneous, we have the Fair Parade requesting the June 18th Sunday for their route. So that's, again, very commendable, so I have no problem. Someone would like to approve that one?
Make a motion, fair parade, be June the 18th.
I'll second the
And
motion.
seconds, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, both same sign. Okay, Sally, what else do you have for Board of Works? Danny?
I have nothing.
Truck? Jacob? Nothing. Or my glasses, even in our temporary light, take your packet to page 5 through 17 for the utility vouchers, please.
Make a motion to accept the utility payable voucher, register of claims.
And makes the motion.
I'll second.
For seconds, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, pose same sign. Okay, one sign, Rick Longworth, please come to the podium.
I tell you, Mr. Green, I heard what I needed to hear a little bit about, so I'm just going to defer it.
Thank you, all right. Okay, gentlemen, we'll seek motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
Motion made
I'll second the vote.
and seconds. We have advertised executive session at 6:15 with common council, and I'm sorry, Steve, I saw Steve.
Yeah, he's back here.
He's back here in the dark.
Steve Gale back here.
I saw Gail, yeah. We will make, I think we'll do that, and common council reconvenes at 6:30. Be careful, walk slowly. The restrooms do have floodlights, so please help yourself, they're not completely dark, they do both have floodlights. And this poll should go to 8:30, so I think we'll be okay.
What?